Our new company Intranet was designed around security, simplicity, and ease of use. You have very few areas to this new company Internet interface. Your bottom section are your tabs. Your tabs that open up when the company Intranet launches should always be kept open. The bottom place down here, tabs. Top section is your toolbars. We'll go over each one of these here shortly. The top section is toolbars. When you're on the company Internet main page, your left-hand panel will take you into things such as a listing of everyone inside the company, offices, people at the home office, documents that are shared, if there's voting, if we have anything that's going on with a vote towards it. The center section gives you fast access to things that you use often, important policies, and other additional areas. Okay, so let's start with the top menu. From up here, your first section right here, these arrows will navigate you back and forth on a page. So if you've moved, if you're on a tab and you've went through a couple of pages, you can easily select this to go back, this button to go forward. You can refresh your page here, or you can go to your tab that you're on and just double click the tab and it'll refresh your page. This is your print function. If you select just print, it's going to print the page as it is. It's going to immediately take it to your printer, or you can click off to the side here and you can preview your page first. By previewing the page first, you can set it up to portrait, landscape, many different settings that you might want to do before you print. Then you can select print. So we'll close that. Alright, this is your zoom. Now the way the interface is set up, it remembers your zoom levels based upon how you have it set on each individual section. So here, if we were to zoom this in, it was going to remember the setting. So this zooms in, makes everything bigger. This zooms out, makes everything smaller. And this will reset everything to 100% normal if you want to just reset it. Now these two sections, or these two tabs, or these two buttons, they will enable you to, if you've closed the tab and you need to reopen it, say you accidentally closed one down here at the bottom, whether it be email or anything else that's opened, or you accidentally closed the tab, this button here will reopen that tab. Tab's reopen. The button beside it will close the tab. So you can see you go back and forth. Now it's open. Let's go back to the company Internet. This tab is not functioning right now. I don't think you have it on yours. This is your toolbar tab. This is where you can undo changes, select all, cut, copy, paste, and get page info if you needed to get the information for that particular section that you're on. The star will take you to compose the emails, the only function that you'll have there. This is your email, which is covered under your email video if you need more information on that. This gives you a description of where you're at, current time and date. Now if you're up here at the top and you want to switch pages, you don't have to drop all the way down to the tabs. You can just click this and switch to whichever tab is open. You notice we just switched to the tab. All these do the same. Okay. So let's go back to the main company Internet page. Now this is what we call the bell out button. What happens sometimes when you've been away from this main company Internet page, the security will actually time you out. Now I'm still signed in, but sometimes it'll come up and say that you've logged out. The only solution when that happens is to come to this button, click it, and it's going to take you back to the login page so you can log back in. So if you ever get this page that says that you've logged out, just come here to this button. Now this one, the blue tab, will minimize that. It'll take it down to your taskbar. Bring it right back up. So you can click the button and minimize it, then you can click on the taskbar once and bring it right back. This button gives you some more options if you have some recent downloads. When you're downloading, you'll notice that down here you have some color highlights to it. It'll show you what's downloading, and it'll automatically clear itself out after, I believe, it's 30 or 45 seconds. But it gives you the option to click on the download to open it. But if that's cleared out and gone away, you can click this button here, and it'll show you all your recent downloads. Exit out of that. This is to open a file. If you've got a file that you want to get open, it's going to open up right there. You can go to it. Again, this is the same functions right here, these three, as this button over here. This one here will exit you out of the company intranet. When you're exited out, you can't have access to the loan request manager. You would have no notification of emails. You're completely out of the system. So you only use this if you've got a serious issue going on within your company internet. You would exit out here, and then from the help menu or from contact, someone will tell you how to relaunch it. Now, if you're having some other issues with it, maybe if the pages are jamming up, you can click this. It's going to ask you, are you sure? What it'll do is going to shut it down and relaunch it. But it's going to remember where you're at. It's not going to reset it to the opening pages, but it'll relaunch everything if you have any problems with it. So that gives you a full description of the upper section. Now your tabs, they're very simple. Each one of these are going to put you in a program. The tabs that launch when you open up the company internet, you should keep open at all times. Now, with that said, you don't want too many tabs running because they will slow down the resources of your office. But the reason you want these main tabs up, these are your only access to these. Once you've closed them out, you won't be able to come back to them. If you close a bunch of them, you do have the option to reopen these. But if you get if you go through and close a bunch of these out, you're going to have yourself working back and forth. These are all important tabs. Keep them open. Now you can also right-click on these tabs, and you'll get some extra menu items down. You can close a tab. You can reload it, which is refreshing it. That's unavailable to you. You're going to do a close tab. And again, you can double-click a tab, and you'll notice it changes. It refreshes it, double-clicking it. And that's all there is to the tab section. Let's come back to the company internet. Now, since we're on this, we're going to move into this page a little bit. I'm going to show this to you. This is the old version. This is a new beta version. This is also going to change. So this is changing up a little bit. It's just giving everybody a general peek into it. One section you should keep an eye on is right here, the company news. When you see one come out, you can click on it, open it. You might need to pull it down a little bit to be able to read it, or you can scale down. It's a lot of good information that comes out there. Anytime we have information, sometimes we'll send it in email, sometimes we'll send an email and post it here. But there's a history of it right here. So I'd keep an eye on that when you come in here to see if there's anything new in there. If there's any open voted items, you can go here and vote on them. If we have a certain schedule we're shooting for, if we're got a holiday we're trying to have a day off, or any type of item we'll put in here. If we get everybody's seeking input on some changes, it'll be there and you can come in and vote on it. You also get an email notification too that'll take you to it. Basic policies here, links in. Now some of these links, you may click on them. Your particular office, if you don't have access to it, it's going to tell you it's a restricted area. Same over here. And that is the basic overview of our new company internet.